It's Tyler's time. It's Tyler's time. Time to break it down. Time to shake it around. It's Tyler's time. It's Tyler's time. What you doing? It's Tyler's time. What you doing? It's Tyler's time. It's Tyler's time. Break it down now. Mm, mm, mm. Get tacos, cause it's Taco Tuesday. On Tyler's time. Now get started with Tyler Blunt.
Hey guys, so I'm back, and this is something new. It is Conversations with a Natural, and this is my friend Melissa.
Yeah, what's up? How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing?
Hi, how are you? How have you been doing? How's life?
Life is pretty okay right now, Got a little stuff keeping me busy here and there, not in the house every day. But we're social distancing, we're staying safe. So, yeah. How are you?
I'm good, staying busy, recording, talking to you, new segments, new things on the way. So I'm excited. So first, I'm just gonna get the basics out the way. Just tell everybody your name and your Instagram and your hair type if you know it.
So my name is Melissa Solomon. My Instagram is Meliss982. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, yeah. My hair type is 4C mostly, but my curl pattern in the front is a little looser, so I'm not sure if it'd be classified as 4A. But all around, I would say not 4A, 4B, but all around, I would say it's like 4C.
Okay, and what has your natural hair journey been like overall?
Oof. It's been difficult. I've always had problems with my scalp when I was younger. I'm not going to really get into what was going on with my scalp because I think things have changed since I was younger. But I went to the doctor growing up just to figure out what's going on and things like that. They gave me medicine and certain things to do in terms of shampoos to use to help me. And I recently went back to the doctor because I realized I was having problems with my scalp again. They gave me a different type of medicine this time. And it was getting better, but my scalp wasn't necessarily fully healed, I would say. So it's been difficult because when I had the problems as a child, your parents are kind of on that. But when you're an adult and you have to manage your hair yourself, you might forget oh, I need to take my medicine today. You miss a day and then you mess up what you've been doing to heal your scalp. But now that I've been home, quarantining, my family has helped me find different methods to make my scalp more healthy. I know now I'm using aloe vera gel to kind of help soothe my scalp a little bit. So to help relieve some of the problems I have on my scalp. I've gone back to old school things that you used to use on your scalp back in the day, like sulfur 8 grease.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But it's been good though, because it's if I'll apply it once in the morning before I step out and then once at night, I won't have any problems. I just bought something recently the other day. It's a Dr. Miracle. It's a intensive spot control. I was reading the reviews on Amazon and things like that because I wasn't sure I was going to buy it, but I found it in the hair store. So I've been using that, and it's amazing. It has peppermint oil in there and other things, and the tingle, I live for a good tingle on the scalp. You know what I'm talking about? That it's I'm working. That's how I know it's working. It may feel a little intense, but I still like it. But the sulfur 8 grease I use is the yellow one, and because there's two formulas, there's the yellow one and the blue one. The blue one doesn't tingle as much as the yellow one, but I need the intense tingle, so I keep the yellow one. But yeah, I've been using those. For certain days, I've been doing, what is it called? It's in my spray bottle right now. Black tea.
What's that?
Just black tea in a spray bottle, just in there. Just to spray. Just to spray.
Lipton? Is it?
No, just black tea, regular Like black tea.
Like plain tea?
Yeah, like you know, like you would make tea.
Yeah.
Like I just in my spray bottle and I just kind of spray it because it helps. My sister's tongue.
What does it do? Do you know?
Um, it kind of just helps like me not like constantly like scratch. Like it's kind of like one of those things like when it's hot, I'll feel the tingles, like help the blood circulation, kind of like the things you would do like if you drink tea, but like you can also put it in your hair and things like that.
Oh,
I've been doing.
smooth?
Yeah, like it'll help soothe. Like I didn't even know that, but like yeah, like it helps soothe. Like it doesn't like I wouldn't advise you to do it when like it's hot out the out the microwave like after you make it. Like obviously let it cool. But if I spritz it in and just put my hair up like in a bun, let it dry, my scalp will be dry after, but that's when like I'll apply like any of the greases or oils I just told you about. Jamaican black castor oil has been my best friend. Coconut oil has been my best friend. Um, so I'll use like a combination of things like that. I have a combination jar where I mix the Jamaican black castor oil, the coconut oil together, like in a little bottle. Shake that up. I use that, you know, in rotation. I'm like looking at my products right now. That's why I'm like back and forth. But yeah, that's really all I've been doing. The tea though, like the black tea, I haven't been doing that as much because I'm trying not to keep my hair too dry, considering like I have to go out in the morning sometimes. So I try to do that like if I know I'm going to be in the house. So I'll spray in the morning, let it sit, and then put in like a grease or oil or something like that.
So you have a pretty intense regimen, I would say.
Yeah, right now, of course, because it's like my scalp is getting better, and it's like I see the little follicles, hair follicles, like fighting to get back to the surface. They're pushing through, and I'm like, I'm trying to help you. So they're coming, you know, and I could feel the difference on my scalp because like in certain areas where like my hair was really really thin, there's hair starting to grow back. So it's not as bad as it was before because I have a beginning photo and like every time I like will take my hair out to like wash it or something, um, I'll like take a picture. Won't keep it saved because I want to know where I started, but I want to see like the end, like where I end up.
And how long have you been like intensely like paying attention to your hair growth journey? Like I know you said like, you know, when you become an adult, it becomes more of your own responsibility. So when did you really start like getting really intensely into your own like hair growth journey?
I would say probably more in college because I had met people like you and some of my other natural friends who have different hair patterns than I did, but that wasn't necessarily the thing I was looking at. It was more like looking at like what you did. Like I know my journey or like hair routine is not going to be the same, but like things you did, like tips in terms of like protective styles or like twist outs or like braid outs, things like that, and like some products like maybe you use that I could start like as a starter product. Because growing up, like my hair has normally been in protective styles. Like now that I'm like maybe more like middle school, high school now, and I've never really had it like out for long periods of time just because I know I'm not too well versed in like how to maintain my hair just being in its natural state. I could do a few things to it, but I'm not to the point where like I could just keep it out for like months at a time. Because I'm like, when it's in a protective style, like at least I know like there's certain things I'll do to it versus like when it's out, I don't really have that more or less like tools to kind of like get me like going on like certain styles and things. And since my hair is uneven in length, like one part might do like nicely and then the other part is gonna like look a little weird because it's like not the same length as the other side.
Got you. And so how do you feel about your hair? Like if you could describe how you feel in like a couple sentences or so, like how does your hair make you feel? How do you feel about your hair?
I think now, like in like present day, I feel like the Lord is touching my scalp in a sense. And I say that like not even to make fun of it or like be disrespectful to anyone, but I say that like in terms of like if you know where I started, like how like difficult it was for me as a child to kind of just like get my hair like to like grow. You know what I mean? It's just so difficult, like so difficult for me. And now I feel like so much happier because like now the length of my hair is like longer than when it was as me as a child. So it's like it's not like my hair has stayed the same length. It's like finally like growing and getting like the help that it needs to kind of just be a full head of just luscious hair. And it's not definitely where I want it yet, but I think like once my thin spots like thicken out, it'll be to the point where I could do more styles without without it being weird. Like where well it'll be more times when I could like wear my natural hair more often because I'll have like my hair will be long enough to like go in certain styles and have it look like how I want it to look.
Does your natural hair make you feel beautiful?
Sometimes, sometimes. Like I feel like there's like two styles for me where I'm just like
Is it the
I
pumps?
I get two puffs, maybe no three styles. I'll two puffs, you know, two beautiful. A slick back, like maybe with a not middle part right now because of my problem scalp, but with a side part slick back, a little piece extended in the back, bow. And then the third style will probably be like a pineapple. I think that's what you call it, like the pineapple when your hair's in the puff and you kind of pick out the top. Though like those three, I would say like are ones that like I really like. Um, Cornrows, I don't mind cornrows either. Like or like two little French braids. So I guess that'd be five styles. But yeah, those. I try to stay away from like the other ones, like the I've done like twist outs and things like that, but I just feel like when my hair dries, it's just like it gets too dry. If you know what I mean.
Like
Like you know like when you're
flies or
no, like you know like when you're putting like you're doing your twist outs and you have product in and then when your hair dries you take it out. I feel then like when my hair is out, it looks too dry. So I haven't found a way to more or less like make it look.
it could be the products, to be honest. You
Yeah.
might have to find the right combination of styler and like moisturizer that goes together that makes your hair feel as moisturized as you want it to be, because that takes a long time. Like if you don't know, like trying different product mixes is hard. It's a lot. Like there's nothing else to it, but it's hard. It's a lot. So like finding that right mix is important to you at least trying to wear your hair out soon, or doing a twist out or a braid out, or just working your way up to those styles that make you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, like I definitely want to get there. Like I don't want like to make it seem like I don't want to get there. It's just that like I know I'd rather work on like my problem spots on my scalp, like just make sure they get healthy before like I just leave them out and I start like tugging and then I end up with the same problem again. So like even in protective styles, like I try to make sure like my mom braids my hair. Shout out to my mom, she did this.
Mhm.
But I try to make sure like when she does get to those problem areas just to be like do not like pull the hair as tightly as the other parts that are strong, just so that I'm not having too much tension on my scalp. So like it'll be a little looser in like the areas of my scalp that are a little more problematic. But since my hair is thickening out a little bit, like it's not as like it's not as bad for me as it was before, like when I had my hair in protective styles.
So do you usually keep your hair in protective styles? Like, do you usually do the long braids, or do you just like do a style for a week and then let your hair breathe and then do another style for a week? Or is it always like braids and twists and, stuff like that?
It depends. I would say in the summertime when I know I'm not like moving around as much in school, I'll try to do a mix of both, like a protective style that whether that be braids, crochet, a sew-in, um, What else have I done? I've done so many different hairstyles,
Like
like twists. I've done Marley twists before, like once. I love those. Gotta have those come back again. Um, but yeah, mostly braids. Sometimes a crochet, but like kind of between those two. Maybe a twist or two. Um, in the summertime, I definitely do more like back and forth. So if my hair's been in braids for like a month or so, I'll try and keep my hair out for like a couple days if I'm not doing anything. Again, I don't need to look like, professional or like a little more put together. But if I know I'm not doing anything and I'm just gonna like be at home, like I'll probably go like if I don't have braiding hair, I'll probably just go with like a braid up and like add a piece. So like if I wanted to do like a little mini bun, like have my mom braid my natural hair, put in a little bun or a little like clip in pieces. Yeah, something like that. But no, it's not like in summertime, like I'm more flexible with that type of stuff. During the school year, I am an athlete, so my schedule is just hectic. I think that's just one way to put it, you know? Because when it starts to be times when like I'm in season, I don't necessarily, I'm not trying to make excuses for myself because I know this does not apply to all student athletes. But I don't necessarily have the time to be maintaining my natural hair just by itself. So that's when I'll go to those protective styles that I mentioned and put those in. Because it's just easier for me to like maintain moisture and like preserve my hair in some time and like have it grow out, maybe get it touched up. Like if someone could like rebraid my hair, it's just easier for me because I like I said, I haven't really mastered how to deal with my hair itself. So instead of me getting frustrated and like wanting to yank all my hair off my scalp, I'd rather just keep it in a protective style, make sure it's clean, wash it every so often, and then just switch it. Like if I need to take some time before I get it done again, like, then I'll go to those braiding styles I had mentioned earlier, like the braids or puffs or something simple where it's like if I need to go somewhere, I'll look the part, but I like it's not something that's gonna take me like forever to do.
And speaking of Quinnipiac, um, have you lived with white people? And like, what was that hair experience like? Because I know for me, freshman and sophomore year, there were a lot of questions on why I do what I do to my hair, or if they can touch, or if they can, try and do twists, or if I can teach them how to braid, like stuff like that.
I would say yes, I have lived with white people. I don't think the people I've lived with were more like that. Like I think when I took out my braids, I think they were a little confused, and I had to explain to them like this is not, I'm not chopping off my hair and just throwing it away. I had to more or less explain those things to them, but they never really asked me like tap to touch or anything like that. I think that more came along from like sports, like new people I met in sports, where they'd be like, "Oh, like you look different today. Like, what did you do with your hair?" or things like that. Um, some did have like asked to touch, but like at that point, I respect that more because at least you're asking a little curiosity to learn a little more. So in some instances, like I would say like, yeah, you can touch, but in certain instances, like just no, just respectfully. Some of them I didn't mind, like who I were fine with. Like I'd say like, yeah, like of course. Like I don't mind because you had asked my permission. You didn't just put your hands in my hair.
Yeah.
Or if they ask like my regimen or like why my hair is so thick, I just kind of have to I think one time I explained to them about a hair chart. Um, Someone I had known sports wise, I just explained to them like there's a hair chart, and they're like, so what is my hair? Like they didn't even know what I was talking about, so they're like, what is my hair? And I'm like, you're probably like a 2B or 2C because your hair's not pin straight, but it's got a little body to it. And then they're like, so what would yours be? And then I had to more explain, like, I'm probably in 4C because I have pretty coarse, thick hair. And then it was more like a learning situation because I'm not like against teaching somebody who doesn't know like what things are. But the thing is, I also don't want to be like your encyclopedia to black hair or your dictionary or whatever source that you'll get information from.
Because Google is free and so is YouTube. So
Exactly. So like I'll answer little questions, but when it comes to more or less like you constantly asking me, I've given you like a tool for you to go expound upon that.
yeah.
So I mean, I'm not against like talking about like my own personal hair and things like that, but when it comes to like you finding further knowledge, like I'd prefer you do your research and say like, oh, I read this, like, is that true? Instead of me constantly telling you like, this is what I do, because it's not the same for everybody else.
True. I feel that. And have you ever wanted to change your natural hair, like the texture, the feel, how it looks?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I just I wish my curls were a little looser and my hair was just a little longer.
Why?
I don't only because I feel like you just said, like in the beginning, like my hair regimen right now just sounds a little chaotic. And it's because my scalp is the Sahara Desert, dry.
Okay.
It's just like I will moisturize maybe morning, and I promise you by nighttime, certain spots will be still moisturized, but certain spots will just be like they just soaked up whatever product I put on. So it's like I feel like if I had a looser hair texture, like maybe along the lines of like 4A or like maybe 3C. I don't know if I want to go that far, but I feel like it'd be easier for me like to retain moisture and maybe my maintenance of it. Because I know my hair, right? Maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm right.
Do you think it's like rooted in other things, like the way people view 4C hair versus how they view people with like looser textures?
Mm, I don't even know if it's all that for me. Like honestly, like in the media, like yeah, you'll probably see a lot of looser texture haired people, but I don't even think it's that. Because at the end of the day, I feel like I've seen some people with like 4C hair or like hair closer to mine. Like, I'm not sure what texture Issa Rae is, but I love her hair. Don't get me wrong. That thing, the hair transformation on Insecure. I don't know if anyone watches that show. Sorry, excuse me. That hair transformation was everything to me because she started off small and her hair just kept growing.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it's really that. I just think like for me, I just know like in order for me to like maintain like the length, I'm not saying like I got hair down to like my back. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying like the process I've been in like through my life and kind of the things that are working now, it's a lot. And maybe that's because I have a problem scalp right now. And once I like get it situated, it'll be better. But like for me to continue to like maintain what I have going on, it's just time consuming in a sense. Cause like when I take my hair out, like now I'm learning like new ways to more or less like not, tear off big chunks of hair off my scalp and kind of be a little more gentle with it. So I just feel like if my hair was looser, like some of those things like where I get tangles, maybe they wouldn't be as tangled as mine will get. I'm not saying they won't get tangled, but maybe it'll just be a little easier. And I can't speak because my hair is not like that. I can only go like off of like maybe Instagram videos I've seen or like, maybe watching you do your hair because I be watching. You take a long time, but the curls be coming out popping. Cause like when you glide your hair through, like I can't do that on the first try. I just
After like finger detangling and then combing and then going through with the Denman brush, just on first impact. If you see the beginning of the last video I posted, my hair be looking crusty. You can ask my mother. My mother be like, "It's dry. It's dry. It's dry." So I mean, it's all a step. It's a process, and you're starting now, so you're training your hair, so you'll get to where you want to go. But patience, and just taking everything one step at a time, and hopefully you'll get to that place where you really enjoy how you look and the hair that you got on your head because it's cute.
yeah, I just want it to be like I don't mind rocking a fro. I really don't. Because I think I had a teacher. I don't even remember who the activist was. I had a teacher in high school told me I look like one of the activists, like in terms of like her afro, because I think I had worn my hair out to school once. And she told me I look like her. I'm forgetting her name. I'm blanking so much. But I think she was a part of the Black Panther. And she was like, "You look just like her," because she had a small little fro, but it was even. You know what I'm saying? It was even on all sides, and I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do." So yeah, I was excited about that. But I want to get to that state. You know who Amara La Negra is?
Yes.
I
But
would
is
not
that
that big, but I would love to. Excuse me.
is it real?
She says that some of it's real, but it's clip-ins. But I'm not really sure if it's a wig. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Hmm.
But
But
like,
the shape is
yeah. But I don't think I would wear my like if it's that big. Like I'd rather just braid it up.
yeah.
You know, maybe twist it out, something. I wouldn't rock like that all the time, but yeah, I wouldn't mind wearing it like that. Like if I'm gonna like hang out with friends or something like that. Cause like once it just gets thick enough to the point where like maybe it covers a little bit of my forehead, it like bends over.
A little bang action.
I don't want bangs.
What?
I don't think that's for me.
It could work.
I mean, yeah, but it's like I feel like my head is already kind of like small. So if I was to come with bangs, it'd be like you would just see this part of my face.
Oh, come on.
I'm not gonna rule it out, but as of right now, I'm gonna have to pass on the bangs.
Keep it in the back of your head, just in the back.
I don't think I could do that.
In the back, just keep it on a shelf.
Maybe a wig with some bangs.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I also have like one wig that I have. I'm trying to get more.
You named it, didn't you?
I did name it. Angie. Her name's Angie.
It's okay.
Shout out to Angie.
So with all that you know now, what would you say to your younger self about your hair?
Do not get a relaxer. I did get a relaxer when I was younger. And all because I thought it would have been easier to maintain my hair because it was just so thick. And I always thought, like as a child, and shrinkage is for me the thing that gets me because I always thought that my hair was shorter than it was because I have really serious shrinkage. So I always thought like when it would shrink, like I always thought my hair was that short. Even, after blow drying, whatever. I always just thought it was like, just near and dear to my brain. Just that close. But after, when you blow dry and you blow out, you like then I realized it's not the fact that my hair is like short, it's just that it just shrinkage, Because I think I was reading the other day that 4C hair, like you get at least 70% shrinkage or something like that. It's a crazy amount.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how accurate that is.
A lot.
So it's like, okay, like you can imagine if like this is 70%, then when it's stretched out, it'll be
Something completely different.
Of course.
Yeah.
So that would kind of change the game for me. Like once I transitioned back, I had to retransition a couple times because for high school graduation, I had gotten my hair in a weave. But when I was natural, I was fully natural. And I was telling the lady, I was like, is there a way for you to style my hair without me having to perm the front of it? And she was like, it's not going to work. So she took a little piece of hair like this much and she like permed it for leave out. I'm telling you, like the lady I went to, she literally said to me, I was like, is there a way we could like straighten it? She was like, it's not going to look natural. I was pleading with her, like, please do not put more relaxer in my hair.
She permed the front of your head.
Like just a little piece in like the front, just to like comb over for the part and just to cover up the tracks in the front. She literally said that to me, and I was really upset because I didn't want to do that because I was natural.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's fine. So when I did that, I took my hair out. I had to retransition in the front.
Yeah.
Because like it was literally everything else natural except this one little piece.
Wow.
So when it would grow, I had to cut and just keep going to get it all out. So that was that. But I would say, to go back to your question, learn about your hair type and how to attain healthy hair that you're proud of. Be patient when you use a product and it doesn't work. Be resilient. Resilience will take you far when you're coming in terms of your hair care. So you can grow hair you're proud of. Don't give up on your hair. Do not do that. I realized I had more hair than I thought I did just because of the shrinkage. And this is another big, 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 big one. If you think you're having problems with your scalp, don't be afraid to ask people for help. Like I said, I went to the doctor. Whether it's you seek a professional or friends like Tyler, to get guidance on to give you healthy hair tips. And even though like we don't have the same hair texture, like she may know a technique. Well, it in terms of like the lock method, leave-in oil cream. Is that right? Did I say that right? In terms of like things like that, because I've even been watching hair videos for like 4C people that says leave like the lock method is your best friend. I don't know. No. I've just said I've been watching videos that says for 4C hair like the lock method is your best friend.
Gotcha.
But I just say like please don't give up on yourself. If I could come this far, you have hair, whether it be a little or a lot. There's something there. And if you have little, you still have some more than some people do. Don't sleep. You got something. Might have to grip tight for the protective styles, but you still got hair. Yeah, don't give up on yourself. Like I'll have you on that. Be patient because it'll take when it takes a village. That's a saying, right? Sometimes it really does. Somebody to look at it from a different angle, give you some different tips. You ask people for help. I think that's the best thing that you could do, especially if you don't really know something. And Tyler's well versed in natural hair. I don't know what hair texture do you have. What hair type?
It's a little bit of everything. There's some 3B in the front, and then like 3C, and then I got a little 4A somewhere. But that's
you got combination hair.
Yeah.
I have really combination hair for me is crazy. Like the center of my like where my problem area is, that's probably the thickest area, like the tightest curls that I have. And like in the front and a little bit in the back, though, that's where it's a little looser. Because I really don't know if there's like damage in the front, but I've been trying to like trim my ends to kind of get off all that heat damage and stuff like that. But yeah, just hang in there. Honestly, hang in there. Watch videos, and I know not all products are going to work for you, but watch somebody like who's just starting off using basic products that like is a baseline product for like most people start with, most natural start with. Understand that it may be expensive. People think natural hair is cheap to maintain. It's not. Maybe very expensive depending on what works for you. Me, as of right now, I wouldn't say mine's too expensive because I haven't really gotten to the point where Tyler's at yet.
What?
I haven't gotten to your point yet. Your product list is extensive.
Oh God, I could blame that on my mother, but
no, I'm a minimalist when it comes to the products. I use what I know works. When I know something works, I try not to go away from it. Mm-hmm. I try not to experiment because then I might experiment with the wrong thing. Mm-hmm. I try to be a minimalist in terms of those things because I don't have the funds to be spending on extensive hair products.
Yeah.
But everyone's hair is different. So if your hair needs, $60 worth of products, you better find the $60 worth of products. That's all I'm saying. I'm not there yet. Maybe I might get there one day. I hope that I don't get that invested. I might, what I'm saying? I'm saying I hope right now, but maybe one day I'm really going to be inside and I'm really going to be like, all right, we're doing X, Y, and Z today. But as of right now, I'm a minimalist.
So we're about to close this out, but I just want to give Melissa a couple seconds to get her inspirational speaker on. So any final words, thoughts, advice for the people at home?
in terms of your natural hair, because I'm gonna keep it segmented to your channel, just, you know, kind of have a life attitude with it. Like, when I say that, I mean, like, when it gets hard, just keep going, you know. In terms of, like, just to relate the two, when life gets hard, you kind of keep pushing it forward, keep pushing your hair forward, and whether that's seeking out help or just looking up ways to manage it on your own. That's my piece on the natural hair. And if you have any other added questions, ask Tyler, because I promise you, I probably won't be able to answer your questions. I'm just learning, like you. Just saying. Um, yeah, I just want to tell everybody, since the times are a little weird right now for people, do not like let other people affect your own train of thoughts right now. You are in your own lane, your own person. You can connect with your friends. But if you need a break, take a break. If you need to go outside and take a 5-minute walk, take a 5-minute walk. Go look around the neighborhood, find a new site that you've never seen before. But take time just to, like, have some time for you. I understand you want to be informed with the news and hear what's going on, but don't be over-informed, because then you start to, like, make things up in your head and rationalize things a little weirdly. Happened to me. Trust me, I feel a lot happier now that I've taken a step back from, like, everything going on. But be safe. Be proactive about things that you have going on. Just try to take things one step at a time. Do not overwhelm yourself, because you're gonna feel some type of way. You might get overly stressed. Take time for yourself, stay informed, be healthy, drink your water, and if something does not concern you or your well-being, I promise you, do not pay attention to it. Be unbothered, and please stay informed. Be safe, be healthy, have a great day, have a great week, have a great month, set goals, achieve them, find new opportunities, grow, flourish into the person you want to become. That's it. Treat your hair nice, treat yourself nice, treat others nice. That's all. Dropping the mic. Have a nice day.
Yes. And I just want to thank you so much for being the first person on Conversations with a Natural. I love you, sis. And
I love you too.
and if you guys have liked what you saw today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Tell them about the series. There's more coming, more to do. Follow me on Instagram at tylala.j. And then follow Melissa at Melissa982. Okay?
Yes, follow me. I love taking pictures. Go like my pictures. If you like what you see, DM me and say, wow, this looks great. And I'll say thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Signing off.
Hey, guys. So my little sister is making custom paintings. This one's for Tyler. You can see a part of it. I'm going to flip it around. It's for the whole painting. Her Instagram is jts.paints. And you can follow her and DM her for custom paintings like this. Or if you want different colors, you just let her know the colors you want, the base that you want it to be. This base is black. Yeah, and that's jts.paints. And you can DM her and let her know if you want a painting this size or a bigger canvas. She'll work with you and get you your painting. And let you know prices as well. So, thank you guys. Hey guys, so you see these really cute earrings? I got them from a small business owner. You can follow her on Instagram at JaiJules3. I'll insert her Instagram like at the bottom of the screen. And this shirt is from a brand called Quality. Shout out to Cherise for the shirt for graduation. If you want one, I'll put her Instagram and all of the information for the brand in the description box and on the screen right now, so you can cop a Dope and Degreed shirt for yourself. Get into it. Peace.